Yo, what it do, what it do, what it does, what the business be like. It's the BTSE 365 podcast, man. Appreciate you tuning in, wherever you're tuning in, however you're tuning in. As I like to always say, I ain't gonna hold you. Um, we gonna get straight to the point, man. We gonna get straight to the point. I would like to say though, this episode, like all episodes, brought to you by the great people of Upkeep Cleaning Service, 901-701-7226. You can see the name on the banner scrolling right there. Upkeep Cleaning Service. If you watching on YouTube, it's 901-701-7226. You can see it at the bottom of the screen. Uh, if you're listening, make sure you reach out to them. Tell them Bigg sent you. You might get $5 off. You never know. Or they might add a little something extra. I don't know. No, I'm just playing. But the greatest cleaning company in the state, man, in the world, really. Also, shout out to Raw Wolf Clothing. This is an exclusive, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got this. Raw Wolf Clothing coming soon, 2026. It's all the way up. And Keely Bell Bonding. Shout out to our sponsor, Keely Bell Bonding. Great people, man. It's all family that I deal with. I appreciate them pouring into me. And yeah. So where we at today? Let me hit this yak because it's been a hell of a week. Hell of a week, man. Um, man, I just finished the season or the series finale of Bel-Air. And for those of you watching or listening who hadn't heard of Bel-Air or hadn't watched it, it's a spinoff of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, Will Smith, 90s, you know what I'm saying? Move from West Philly, go to LA, or go to Bel-Air. Man, bravo. Hats off to the people who wrote, produced, directed, or whatnot this series. It was a great series, man. Like I was thoroughly pleased with the series. I love the 2020, I guess 2021, 22, 22, 23, 24, 20. So it came out in 2022. So yeah, the up to date spin on it, how they kept the main character, names alive. Excuse me, they did change a few things. I don't want to spoil it for you because you might be somebody who watching and you might like it and you hadn't finished it yet. But I will say I love the new stuff they put in there and some of the spins they put on it. There were a few old actors from the old show. I will say this, that do pop up throughout the series, man. I love it. It's beautiful. It shows diversity. It shows blackness, black excellence to, man, its highest of highs. Um, realness, rawness. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 90s, you saw a little bit of that, but man, to see the shit that Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil, you know what I'm saying, go through in 2022, 23, 25 today, it's like that's what they be going through today. It ain't like cookie cutter per se. You know what I'm saying? They cussing. I'm like, whoa. And it's like each character got a little edgier. You know what I'm saying? It's like just a little bit like the Carlton we knew back then. He ain't the same Carlton. He's still kind of lame, you know what I'm saying? But that's cool. But it's just different, different little nuances, man. But I love the production, love the directors, how they did stuff. Jeffrey was my favorite character. Like the new Jeffrey, him and Jazz. I like how Jazz ain't like some airhead. Him and Hillary. I like Hillary's updated character too. Like they're not just you know, if you're familiar with the franchise, then man, the old Fresh Prince, Hillary was just some dumb blonde. She ain't blonde, but just some dumb blonde who was living off mama and daddy money and didn't really have no direction. This Hillary, much more direction, much more, you know what I'm saying, her own person. Uh yeah, I fuck with it. Jazz, he He ain't no just airhead. You know what I'm saying? No slow dude. Um, they both got they shit together for the most part. I rock with it. Um, the guy who what's his name, Jabari Banks, who played Will Smith, I think he did a pretty good job. I think he does a pretty good job playing Will. It get a little heavy in certain instances in the seasons. Um, it's things you are watching and be like, this is a little too much for the Fresh Prince, but this ain't the Fresh Prince, and this ain't the early '90s. This the what I'm saying. This the today. Marlon Wayans did a great job playing Will's dad in the show. Um, just man, top to bottom again, the writing, the production, it was all there. And man, hey, it's enough to ask: was the remix better than the original? I mean, it's only 4 seasons. The original Fresh Prince got 7 seasons because it shows them, in college and Will, I think, yeah, Will was in college. Him and Carlton went to the same like little JUCO, I think, for a minute before Carlton went off to Princeton, and it kind of shows everybody making their way in. I can respect how they put a bow on it. They didn't want to, I guess, just didn't want to run the show too long, you know, before he get too old. Because that's what happens sometimes. These shows just go on and on and on, 6, 7, 8 seasons, and it's like, bruh, you can end it. But I think they did a great job of like telling everybody's story the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got a chance to have their stories heard, seen, developed. Character development was great. Um, Tackling real life issues and stuff was great. Mental health, drugs, teenage relationships, grown folk relationships, uh, man, dealing with uh, the LGBTQAI community. Please don't cancel me. I mean, I can't really get canceled. I don't get it. But you know what I mean. It tackled everything. Like, bruh, Ashley was dating a boy who was wearing a little skirt. It confused the shit out of me. I ain't gonna stunt. Hell, Ashley got to fighting with a little gal and all types of stuff, bro. It really blew me away as to how this was going down. Like, you got to watch the show. It's a good show. If you into dramedies, drama, comedy, even though it's each season is a little different. They're not all connected, but they bring it together, and I think they did a great job on ending this show, man. It was a Peacock, Westbrook Productions. They did a great job of tying the old with the new and making it cool. I don't know how many shows could have done that. There's not many shows I think that can really tap into what it used to be and bring it up to date. Because some things you look at from the early '90s, late '80s, and be like, ain't no way that show could be done today. But they pulled it off. More power to them. Respect, commend them for that. And yeah, man, great job all around to everybody, man. Also, it was something I wanted to say. Oh, shout out to the Lance J Radio Network, Paragon 7 Studios, man. Channel 141 on Sirius XM. They do such a great job over there. I'm just happy to be part of the team, a cog in the wheel, man. Just, hey, keeping this thing going. Appreciate them for all they do for us. You guys tap in with them. Shout out to Howard University. And yeah, man, we rocking and rolling. 2026 right around the corner. Appreciate y'all tuning in wherever you tuning in, however you tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Tell a friend to tell a friend, even if you don't like it. I'm out. Peace.